I've been creating content since I was 10, worked professionally since 16, and tested over 100 different tools. Most business owners think YouTube content is way too complex and way too time consuming. And when I say these 4 tools will change that for you, I mean they will make it ridiculously easy for you to research, create, and post consistently. So let's get into it. Now, what is the number one biggest issue for a lot of content creators? Not knowing what to post. The tool that I'm about to show you deletes that from existence. You are never going to feel that again. And the ideas you get aren't just going to be random AI generated bullshit ideas, but they are going to be proven ideas, recent ideas, and things that you can twist into viral videos or videos that convert well, whatever you want to achieve. The tool that I'm talking about is 1 of 10. There's 1 of 10 and there's view stats. I personally prefer 1 of 10. In my opinion, it's a lot better. It gives me better results, gives me information that I care more about. I've used both of them, but I just prefer 1 of 10 more, and I believe that they have a slightly cheaper base plan too. All right, so the first thing we're gonna want to do is go to search. Over here, as you can see, you can search for videos, thumbnails, niches, whatever. I just search for what I believe my audience is going to search for. In this case, that is content production, video creation, etc. So let's type video creation. Now, these are not the results that we want to see. As you can see here, this video was posted 4 years ago, 1,000 views, a 1.5x outlier. And obviously an outlier is how much better the video performed than the average video on the channel. And it's some video production process by some other company. Same thing here, video elements, don't even know what this video is about. 2 years ago, it's just not what we're looking for. So let's go to filters. First thing we want to do is we want to make sure that this video is actually very good. It's performing very well in comparison to the other videos of the channel that posted the video. So I usually pull the multiplier to 2. We do not want the video to have too many views. The type of creators that are seeing millions of views, as an example, aren't the type of creators that create the content that I need to be creating, because they basically always already have personal brands where anybody can see a thumbnail with their face on it and be like, that's that person. But I know for me personally, no one's gonna see my thumbnail and be like, that's Liam Larson right there in the flesh, because I'm not that famous yet. So I need to be creating content that attracts viewers without me needing to have a huge personal brand on top of it. So in turn, let's pull the views down to, like, just for this video, let's do 100K. Now we can skip subscribers and video duration. Subscribers are similar to the views. Obviously, we can just filter out people who are already huge creators. Publication date, as with the examples that we saw under the initial search, where we got one video from 4 years ago, another video from 2 years ago. We do not want these videos to be outdated, because outdated stuff is boring and it's not relevant, and it's going to position you as somebody who does not know what you're talking about. So let's do last 6 months. Videos that were posted 6 months ago are still most likely going to be relevant today, but we're still going to be able to see videos that aren't maybe getting copied as often as the newer videos from people who aren't using tools like these. Video type, long, language English, and we apply. If we scroll down a bit, we can see this video. So this video has an 8.1x outlier score, which means it did 8 times as good as his average video, and it was posted 2 months ago, which makes it relevant today. Now, obviously, this isn't an AI editing tools video. I'm not providing any value around editing, but because this video did so well, I can take inspiration from what he did well in this video and put it into my video, even if I'm providing an entirely different type of value. Obviously, you do not want to just entirely carbon copy a video. If you see a video posted by somebody in your niche posting about something that you could be talking about, and you see no way that you can improve the video at all, do not copy it. You only want to post content if you can genuinely make it better than what you took inspiration from. So now let's actually watch the video, see what he did so well. So we can just press the title there, and we can take into the video. So from here, we can take inspiration from his hook, the way that he structured the intro of his video overall, his editing style, the music choice, how long his hook was, all of that. And I'm gonna show you how you can take inspiration from this person's hook and apply it to your video in the most efficient way possible after I've given you tool number 2. So tool number 2 is vidIQ. I did not intend for that to rhyme, but it happened. Now this might not be the best example video, but as you can see here, we can see the active thumbnail, and we can also see the previous thumbnails. So if this guy uploaded the video with a thumbnail that didn't perform well at all, or a title that didn't perform well at all, we can see this by using vidIQ, so we know what type of packaging we want to stay away from and what type of packaging that we can take inspiration from and use in our own content. We're basically letting our competitors do the research and A/B testing for us, so we can then take what works and improve on it and basically personalize it to ourselves. So as we can see here, his initial thumbnail did did not perform well. He basically didn't get any views, it seems. 5 days after publish, 500 views. Then he changed the thumbnail to this thumbnail, which is his current one. And we can see how his viewership just flew up to the point where this video now has 52,000 views, which is even more than what 1 of 10 said. So based on this, we can now draw a conclusion, and unless we want to completely brainstorm a unique thumbnail for ourselves, we can tell our thumbnail designer or whoever's designing the thumbnail, even if you're doing it yourself, to take inspiration from the new thumbnail and give this thumbnail as a reference point rather than doing something similar to this, because we now know that this sort of thumbnail works a lot better than this one. Now, obviously, it's not just the thumbnail that makes a video perform well, it's also the video content itself. So how do we take inspiration from this video, and more so than anything else, the number one most important part, which is the hook, in the most efficient way possible? One thing you can do is go through the video multiple times trying to restructure the hook to fit you and your type of content, or you can use an AI called Poppy AI. So when you're in Poppy, you want to load up a new board, and the only thing you need to do is go here, take the link from the video you want to take inspiration from, paste it into Poppy, press C, which gives you a chat, connect the original video with the Poppy chat, and basically tell it what you're trying to do. So you can write something like, I'm making a video on the 4 best YouTube content creation tools for business owners. The tools I'm mentioning are as follows. 1 of 10 vidIQ, Poppy AI, and Notion analyze this guy's hook. That did really well and make me one for my video. Now we can press F to go into full screen. So as you can see, it's going to analyze the original hook and now create us one. All right, so this first option is not that good. It sounds super AI, not really that good. However, the second one is a lot better than option 1, but I'd want it to be a bit shorter. So I can just tell it I like option 2 more than option 1, but it's too long and boring. So now it's going to recreate option 2 in a way that fits me and my brand a lot better. Now this seems to be a better hook, but especially if you don't have a personal brand yet, you want to make sure that you provide some sort of proof of who you are before you start giving a bunch of advice. So I'll just tell it something about me that it can include in the hook. I have been in content production since 10 years old. I have worked professionally since I was in content production, since I was around 17, and I've used countless 100 different AIs in the past. I've been creating content since I was 10, worked professionally since 17, and tested over 100 different tools. Most business owners think YouTube content is too complicated and time consuming. These 4 tools will change that completely, making it ridiculously easy to research, create, and post consistently. And that is, in my eyes, a pretty good hook. It's short, it's straight to the point, it shows that I have some sort of credibility and authority to what I'm saying. Now, if you think that Poppy is too expensive, you can press the link in my bio to get $25 off. But if you think it's still too expensive, you can use something like ChatGPT. Like, you don't need to be using Poppy for this, it just makes it a lot easier. But if you genuinely don't have the money, you can just go to the video, go into the description, show the transcripts, go to these 3 dots, toggle timestamps so you don't get a bunch of timestamps, scroll to the top. And from here, you just want to mark all of the text and basically give it to ChatGPT with a similar prompt to what you gave Poppy. So you could just tell it the same thing as what you gave Poppy, and just do this transcript : paste the transcript, and it's going to do basically the same thing. It's just going to generate you a hook that you can use. YouTube has become one of the most powerful ways to grow a business, but the real challenge isn't filming, it's everything that comes after. It's more so about what comes before filming, but yeah, you get my point. You can iterate with this too and just get it to spit out better hooks the same way that you do it with Poppy, but it works too if you don't have the money for Poppy. And if you want to use my link, you get $25 off and I get paid, and they like me more and I like you more. You don't need to do that though. ChatGPT works. But so where do we put this now? I cannot take credit for this because I did not build this. This was built by a content creator called Jason Cooperson, and ever since he showed me this and gave this to me, I've been using it for basically all of my content because it's just such a perfect way to manage your content and just keep everything dialed in. When you have an idea pop up, whether it's a completely random thought or you used 1 of 10 to come up with a video idea, you literally just press new page with an idea and type it out. So in this case, it would be 4 video creation tools. We can add a little emoji like that, a little camera. Now, when we press this block, we're going to get this page. And right here, you can see script template. If we press this, we are going to get a template of the different parts of our script. The build-up isn't really necessary. That's more for short form content, where we're going to get the hook, the value, and the call to action. So in the hook now, we can literally just paste what Poppy gave to us. Then in the value part, what I usually don't do is script out everything. I like to use bullet points instead because it helps me deliver my lines a lot more naturally. I just speak in the way that I usually speak. But you can script this out, and you can even use Poppy to script this whole value part out if you'd want to. It's just that I rarely do it. So let's just add everything we're using here. 1 of 10, vidIQ, Poppy AI, Notion. And for the CTA, you are going to see at the end of the video. And that's pretty much it. Now we have a hook that has been proven, that is personalized to the video that I'm creating and to me personally. We have a value section with bullet points so we don't forget what value to deliver. So now, this should have been in scripting, by the way, I forgot to change. We move this to film and we film it. Then when it's filmed, we edit it and then we post it. Now, vidIQ isn't just good at giving you insight into other people's content, it's also really good at giving you insight into your own content. And let me show you what I mean. If we go to upload a new video, let's just do some random file. We can see a score here made by vidIQ of how good our title is and just our video optimization score in general. Now, all of this realistically doesn't matter. The most important thing is the packaging of your video and your actual video, like your content. The description doesn't matter that much. Your tags and hashtags basically don't matter at all. So I wouldn't obsess over trying to optimize this score, but it can give you some clarity around how you should be packaging your video based on research. So if we were to change this to top 4 tools for video creation, we would see that the score increases, probably still not good. Yeah, 79, that's still not good, but we can play around with it a little bit to increase the score. And of course, also take inspiration from the video we took inspiration from earlier by literally just going to that video, copying the title, pasting it for your video and altering it slightly to make sense. For video creation tools you need in 2025. Let's do 4 content creation tools you need in 2025. Boom. 98 score. The title has been proven too, obviously, considering it worked for the guy that we took inspiration from. And now it's just about getting a thumbnail that obviously we can get from the thumbnail designer by just sending the original video's thumbnail to them. And that is pretty much it. If you use this, it's not a guaranteed way that you are going to get views, but it's as close to a guarantee that you are on the right track as you can possibly get. By using the system and not over complicating the whole process, you can come up with video ideas that are proven incredibly quickly. You can script these videos out and just build the skeleton of the video like this. And if you get to filming and you have an editor that's editing your videos and you send some footage to the thumbnail designer, you can literally have a video done in 1 to 2 days, which also makes it incredibly easy for you to batch content because you can just come up with 4 proven ideas like this, film all of the ideas, it might take you 2 hours maybe, then just allocate all of the work and get 4 proven videos from a quarter of a day. Subscribe if you want to, if not, no worries, I'll see you later, but I won't see you later unless you subscribe, so it's up to you if you want to do it.